So I just watched Bad Trip on Netflix. This is an Eric Andre Netflix original film that is just a little under an hour and a half and similar to what they do in Borat, but aside from the political messaging and exposing like members of the public and big political figures, Eric Andre basically is doing a kind of pranks on the general public in this movie, and it's all about him and his best friend trying to get out of their crappy jobs in their little town of Florida. And Eric Andre ends up finding like his high school crush, the woman he wants to marry, finds out that she lives in New York at an art gallery, and he thinks that if he goes there he'll be able to win her over, start a life there, and just basically get his life together, and also bring his friend who's scared of his sister, is an ex-con who's trying to basically kill them because they stole her car to make this trip to New York City so he can get out of his job and start a new life in the big city. So without further ado, here is my review for Bad Trip. So as you'd expect from most anything Eric Andre puts out into the world, it can get very, very raunchy, sexual, suggestive, a whole bunch of things in the terms of the pranks that he's doing. And I will say, like, the majority of the humor that he puts out, and this is the majority of the humor in this movie, isn't specifically for me. There's one scene with an gorilla enclosure, and like a bunch of scenes where he gets drunk in bars where the humor just doesn't do it for me. I don't find it too funny, but there are a few times where I was completely laughing out of just the stupidity and just kind of the shock value that some of these pranks had on the people. Like, that's what made me laugh. None of it I found was like, I just thought it was like a hilarious joke or anything, but there were times in this movie where I did like laugh pretty hard sometimes, just because it was crazy some of the things that they're pulling off, and just some of the people in this movie, like I said, the random civilians that they're pranking. Some of them have hilarious reactions to what's going on, and some of them, like the lady in Borat 2 who was basically running the day home. I thought she was a fantastic person, and there's a few people in this movie too where you're just like, that's a good dude, that's a really good person, like props to them based off their reactions, what they're doing. And yeah, it can be pretty funny, but like, of course, the story arc that they follow in this movie isn't anything special. It's funny enough. It's, like I said, takes them across the country, so they're pranking people all across the country, and it opens up to some new cities and new ideas that they can do, a whole new variety of people that they can prank based off of just like the slangs and how the way of life is all across the United States. And like I said, they do be full of some funny things, and for the most part it is pretty enjoyable to watch for, like I said, just a little under hour and a half that this movie runs. And as I said, in terms of these like real life people and shock value things, it doesn't really add anything new to the genre, and a lot of the pranks that they do, like I said, is more just shock value, things that happen out of nowhere, them falling, like really coarse language. But they do get a lot of like good people, like I said, that they prank along to make it interesting, make it funny to see all these people's reactions, and that makes up for kind of like the bland plot that this movie has. But I mean, I wasn't expecting a whole lot in terms of plot in this movie. So yeah, this is just going to be a little quick review. And in total, like kind of with everything taken together, how much I like Eric Andre's humor. If you don't like it, if you can't stand him, this movie's not for you. It's not going to redeem him in any single way, but you will get a very big kick out of it if you can appreciate some of the humor he does and laugh at it does. So that's why I'm going to give Bad Trip on Netflix a total of 6 out of 10. And yeah, like I said, if you're a fan of it, definitely check it out on Netflix. If you like this video, of course, you can check out all my other movie reviews and everything else I do on this channel through my playlist down below. You can also check out everything I do video game wise on my Twitch, and join the Discord if you want to just basically be part of the Media Mountain and discuss all the cool things that happen in media, entertainment, and around the world, and just create an awesome community based around loving stuff. And of course, if you like this video, you like what you see on my channel, you can subscribe, turn a little ringer on if you want to know when I upload new videos. But awesome, guys, can't wait to bring you more movie reviews for the rest of 2021.